What is up, everybody? Jester here. And man, something weird happened today. I was kind of perusing through some old content, and I realized that on November 29th of 2022, I uploaded a video and never released it. And actually, after sending this to a few longtime friends and fans, they've actually encouraged me to release this and kind of give you an idea of where the channel was, where the channel's come to. And if you guys want to see more food, let me know because I'd be happy to do it. All that being said, let's get into it. You guys enjoy. What is up, everybody? Jason, aka Jester, and today I found myself in kind of an interesting spot. A little bit low on cash, so what I decided to do was kind of look around the house to see some things that we already had laying around that we could maybe combine to make something killer for a Sunday dinner, and I think we've come up with it. What we're going to be doing today is a taco stuffed pasta shell, but we're going to do it kind of enchilada style. Let me get everything all cleaned up, and I'll show you what we're getting into. Now, as you guys can see, we got our ground beef that's all going here on the griddle. And I do want to point out that this is about 2.5 pounds, a little over 2.5 pounds of ground beef. I'm not going to need that much for this dish, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and season this with the Taco Bell seasoning that we really liked in the Double Decker Taco video. We're going to go ahead and pour that on there, and actually I'm going to do another packet as well. And we're going to be mixing that in today to everything. And then what I think we're going to do is use what we need to make this dish, and then I'm going to cryo some for just a taco night, like a weeknight. We'll put it in the vacuum bag, and we'll have that set up to where all we got to do is warm that up, put it in some shells with some cheese, some lettuce, a little sauce, and we're good to go. Now, the thing about the taco meat is you want to make sure you get it down really, really low. I'll put a link in the description where I show it a little more particulated for the Double Decker Taco video, because it was a pretty good video, and believe me when I tell you, that's how you get that look like Taco Bell does, is you just keep working it like this, and then come back across. The thing about ground beef is you can do different textures. Sometimes coarse is better, sometimes really not coarse. Very, very thin is better. This is going to be one of those applications where thin is better. Let me get this all cooked up, and then I'm just cooking the shells inside right now. We'll have those out here in just a minute as well, and I'll show you the next step. And now that we got all of that done, as you can see, I've got most of these finished up. I just wanted to show you the last couple. All I'm really doing is taking a spoon, and then I'm just scooping in some of the meat and getting that turned upside down, and we'll finish that up with the last one. And some of these shells were kind of, they close up a little bit. They don't all open the way you hope they would. So this process could be a little painstaking. It kind of occurred to me while I was doing this that this might have been a good spaghetti type dish. You put spaghetti noodles, and then you use the enchilada sauce as a red sauce, and then you put in your cheese and your stuff like that, maybe a little lettuce over the top, so like taco spaghetti. That could be a video coming up in the future, we'll see. From there, what I want to do is I want to take our red enchilada sauce and I want to start pouring that over everything. Like so. We don't have to use the entire can, because we are going to put some queso over this as well. But we are going to want to make sure we get some coverage. From there, I just took our queso and I warmed that up in the microwave. So this should kind of, it'll clump out a little bit, but it'll pour somewhat. And we're just trying to get a little cheese on everything. And again, I'm not the world's biggest fan of queso and cheese. Like, it gets a little rich for me, but I mean, you know, I'm kind of the oddity when it comes to that. Most people just adore queso and cheese, and we're going to end up using this whole thing. I thought we might have a little left over for some nachos later. And then from there, I'm just going to take a little bit of some shredded cheese, and we're going to put that right over the top of everything. This is going to go to the oven at about 350 for, I don't know, about 20 minutes or so. We want to get the cheese good and melty, and then I also want to make sure that all the ingredient is good and hot. And then I'll be back here in a minute and show you the finished plate. And once that comes out of the oven, you're pretty much ready to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and top this off today with a little bit of shredded lettuce, a little bit of picante sauce, and this is just stuff that we had, like I say, guys. Let's go ahead and drizzle this over the top. I don't want to overdo it because I'm pretty sure we've got plenty of enchilada sauce in there. And then, of course, because I love this, let's do a little sour cream. Look, guys, don't let the fact that you don't have a lot of money mean that you can't eat well. Stuff like this is sitting around just waiting for you to find in your kitchen. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. Hopefully today's the day I earned your sub, because this is the kind of stuff that I really do like doing. It's the whole purpose of this is to get people to where they can just feed themselves with stuff that's not just your average typical junk that most people eat all the time. And it doesn't have to be difficult. It can be fun and still be family inclusive, and everybody's gonna love this. Again, hopefully you guys like this. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like. Thank you so much for all the support last year, and I cannot wait to keep going forward this year. There's gonna be so much more stuff coming up. Till next time, guys. Bye.